Newcastle United won, Manchester City won. Now I ain't making it up. Yes, that did just happen. 4 points from 2 games. We are staying up. Yes, we are staying up. It could happen. Funny things have happened. Again, better late than never. It's shocking that it's actually got to this stage of the season that we actually finally are trying, but better late than never, hey? Buzzing from the result from Saturday's performance against Swansea City. Again, you could see it in the players, you could see it in the fans that we're confident now. We're urging players to go on and beat players and take on players and just being more expressive, and again at the same time be more confident in our ability. And again, you could see it, you could feel it in the atmosphere around the stadium as well. Anyway, let's get started with the match. I thought we got off to a great start, and again, you showed with the chances that we had as well. First chance fell to us. Townsend crossed into the box on the right hand side. Cisse got his bounce onto it, and it just went over the bar. And again, that was the sign of things to come. But again, slowly but surely, you could feel it that City going to come back into the game. And then when they got that cross, they got the free kick on the edge of the area on the left hand side. You know something was going to happen as well. We know it was offside. You could see it from a country mile. Stevie Wonder could see that. It was free Papi Cisse's offside. That's how bad it was. Crossed into the box by Kolarov. And again, it's our fault anyway, because again, we should not be leaving a guy like Sergio Aguero on his own in the penalty area anyway. Even if he's onside or offside, we should not be doing that anyway. But again, ball crossed into the box. Aguero's on marks, nods it into the back of the net. 1-0 to City. And again, we're in that same similar situation there. We've conceded again from a set piece. And again, it's down to the marking again, whether it's zonal, whether it's man marking. Again, I think we're still confused whether we should be playing zonal. I don't think we should. Stick to man marking. It's so much easier. You know where your man is, deal with him. And that's, I think, how, as the game grew on, I think we switched off from the whole zonal thing and we just stuck to the man, or stuck to the men that we wanted to mark, and that was it. And that's how we progressed from there. But the main key thing is, in previous games before, when we went 1-0 down or 2-0 down, our heads would drop like this. But again, this game, because we've won, we're coming off the back of a win, we just went straight at them and we thought, you know what, we're going to keep going for it. And you could see it. And we started making chances. And after the goal went in, chance after chance after chance, best chance of the night, barring the goal obviously, fell to Sissoko, through on goal, 1-on-1 with the keeper. And then he just siphoned some lame effort into Joe Hart, who's happy to claim that. But again, he didn't let our head drop from there. We still went on. Sissoko had another stormer of a game. And again, if this was what it takes, strap everyone with an armband. Trust me. If that's what it takes to get performances out of these players, then do so. After that, again, we still kept bombing on. And again, it's clear as day that we was targeting their left-hand side where Kolarov is, because again, he's not a defender. Let's put it like that. He's not a defender. And time after time, we could see Werner and Anita. He was wide open all the time. And obviously, that's the side that we've got Townsend on, and he's our dangerous threat as well. And then building on from that, you could feel like a goal was coming, and that goal came. Ball crossed in from Sissoko of all players. Again, he must have been looking at, or he must have been watching Shelby's videos, because again, the ball was out of this world. Played over to Anita. Anita cuts inside. Kolarov showed him inside for some reason, and he didn't even follow his man. So balls to him. And then I think it was a bit of a daisy cut. Apparently it's a cross, but it was a bit of a daisy cut from Anita. And then again, just scrambles into the bottom corner, hits the post and in. And St James's Park was booming. I was loving life. And it's 1-1, we're back in it. And then again, you could just feel it, that we was going to go on to win here. And this is something that's very rare with us, because as I said before, we always need to score first in order to win a game. We very rarely, if any time, this season have come from behind to win a game. I can't remember a time, but very rarely do we do it. So again, it was refreshing to see that from us anyway. And obviously when we went into half time from there, I thought we were going to build on this momentum, and just slight little changes needed to be made. And again, we did so. Cisse finally came off, and again, this guy, I swear he was wearing the wrong boots, but he looked like he was born on an ice rink, because again he kept sliding all over the place, couldn't hold his balance for nothing, and again finally got taken off from Mitrovic. Mitrovic didn't have the same impact that he had against Swansea, but again you could just tell the golfing quality that he brings to the side. Again, little bits and pieces like holding off company, being strong, laying it off to players around him and try and build up the play. And again, he needs to start. I don't know why we keep persisting in Cisse. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. I know we're trying to rely on these players and again try and be persistent with these players like Sissoko and Wijnaldum and Cisse who are letting us down. But again, we can't do it all the time because we need to play either informed players or try something different. Cisse's not working for us. I can't see it. If Benita comes out and says he had a good game, he's lying to us all. Point blank. That's it. But again, as I said, Cisse came off, Mitrovic came on, and again we built on from there. Man City had a couple of chances here and there, nothing too major to talk about. I think I must have seen Darlow made 2 saves in that second half. That's about it. But the main talking points are, for me, is Anita had a fantastic game at right back. Janmaat's going to struggle to get back into that team when he becomes fit. Lascelles again had a solid game. Barring the one mistake that he made when he let Kevin De Bruyne in, I don't think he made any mistakes after that, and he just looked solid as a rock in that centre half position there, just barking at people, telling them where to be, just hoofing it, and just doing little simple things like hoofing it away. None of this fancy down business, little flicks and tricks here. Again, when we're in danger, just get it out, clear your lines, and then just build on from there. So he had another fantastic game. For me, the man of the match for me was Tiote. Again, he was Tiote of old, basically. You know, when we signed Tiote in the first season, he just looked amazing. He wasn't trying all these Hollywood balls. He just looked like that again. Kante, yes. What Kante's doing for Leicester City, he brought to the table tonight, basically. And he just looked fantastic in midfield. And if he can stay like that from now to the rest of the season, I'll be happy. And after that, if he wants to leave, thank you very much, Tiote, for your services. You can leave with your head held high. But again, for me, those 3 players, Anita, Lascelles and Tiote, had a fantastic evening tonight. And again, as I said before, 4 points from 2 games. Now the ball's in Sunderland's and Norwich's court as well now. 2 points behind Norwich. Obviously, Sunderland got that game in hand against Arsenal, which is going to be no easy game for them at all. But again, they're now within touching distance. We're now within 1 win and 1 slip up from these 2 teams to get out of this relegation zone as well. So I'm happy. I'm buzzing. 4 points out of 2 games. Also, we've got Liverpool coming up next, which is no easy feat. But again, we have beat them this season. Remember that. We've beaten them this season, whether it's with Klopp or without Klopp. But again, we have beaten them this season, so we've got that psychological edge against them. And again, going into this game now, we can now actually build upon this and hopefully, fingers crossed, be out the relegation zone by the weekend. Who knows? But as I said before, believe, guys. I've got that small bit of belief and it's starting to grow now. And if you like the video, as always, drop a comment below. Big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and thank you for listening. Take care. Peace.